where on your site will you be pushing snow in the winter?
That's a good question. Typically what will end up happening, you'll have this area here, and then you have parts of this area, which once they start stacking it in this loading area, they'll be able to put it in this whole center island area. But other than that, it just goes out.
So your goal is to store all your snow on your property,
Yes.
whatever corner that you can pile it in, you'll pile it.
Or we'll heat it up, I guess.
There are no curb cuts on that property
Correct.
at right now. You would need to get permission from IDOT for 2 curb cuts,
Yes.
and that happens pending our approval or disapproval, whichever the case may be. Okay. Any other questions?
This time.
That's a 6-foot fence is what you were planning?
Yes.
Do we think that needs to be higher? Or is 6 foot sufficient?
I guess it depends on the, how much room off the alley. 6-foot fence may work if they plant some tall evergreens, arborvitae, something like that. That would go above the 6-foot fence, and that'll help shield a lot of the noise.
Board?
I'm sorry. Can you restate your last name and spell it, please?
Paraskis, P as in Peter, A-R-A-S-K-I-S.
Thank you.
Okay, at this point, we will open up questions and comments to the public. As I said earlier, if you wish to speak, please raise your hand. I'll recognize you. Come forward, give us your sign-in sheet, and direct your questions to the board. Yes, ma'am.
Mary Chuck, I wasn't clear. I just want to be clear on the west side of the property where the fence is going to be. How far off the alley, the actual pavement, will the fence be?
Probably 6 inches.
6 inches?
Yes.
Wow. Okay. And there's going to be greenery there, you said?
To
the
the
inside.
east of the fence.
To the east.
On the property side.
So on the west side where the fence is, 6 inches off the alley pavement, there'll be nothing.
No, but why would we landscape the alley? I mean, if you'd like, we could move the fence on our side, but we'd like to try to screen it.
And that fence is solid fence, there's no openings, the garbage removal is from the inside?
It's like
Yes.
this. Yeah, so if you look in the back, that's what 6-foot high fence, and that's 5-foot high gates.
Okay, and that's on the inside where the garbage is?
Yes.
But that style fence with that stonework, that's going to be the whole fence along the back of the alley.
Completely closed in?
Yes.
Completely
Yes.
closed in.
Correct.
And only 6 inches off the pavement? Okay, thank you.
Anything, ma'am? Anyone?
Yeah, I'm just thinking for people behind that fence, how much room, I live right behind there.
You have the same width of the alley you've always had.
Yeah.
Anyone, ma'am?
Yes, my name is Rosemary Kingston. Is for the garbage, is that going to be a dumpster of
Yes.
some kind, or?
Yes.
I mean, it's going to be enclosed, is correct?
Yes.
Okay, that's all I need to know.
What's the garbage?
It's a dumpster.
Sir?
Hello, my name's Dan Goluska. Just a couple of questions. I just wanted to verify that in doing all this, other than the The drive-through part, there's no zoning variations needed. It will have enough parking per whatever the written zoning is.
Correct, that's the
Yes,
only.
because it's only employee parking, there's no
Right.
visitor, no visitors, no walk-up.
Right,
Available.
for your zoning is like by the square footage of the building?
That's for guests, if there was a restaurant, it goes by the square footage. All the zoning code says for employees, the maximum number of employees at any one time. So I think he said there was only gonna be 4, I think there's 5 parking spaces, so they have plenty of parking.
Okay,
For
so
the-
that's
Not an issue.
And that's, so no variance is needed for that? Okay, and just to confirm, like you said, the fence is gonna be solid, no gates or anything, so the Dunkin' Donuts will have no access to the island?
And the public won't have any access to the Dunkin'.
Oh, exactly, that's fine too. So the garbage pickup, the truck will come in off of Cumberland?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, I think that's it. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Any other questions or comments? All right, if there are no other comments, we'll pull it back to the board for our discussion.
Joan, just one question. Let's just say, is there any conditions to this case reference the drive-in? If anything was to?
Yeah, the only thing is that the special use in the B2, that this would be conditioned if you approve this and you approve the recommendation to the village board would have to enact the change to the B2 zoning. It would be a condition first.
From the previous case.
From the previous case. So that this is conditioned upon
Right.
approval of the change to the B2.
Now, in the future, let's just say that something would happen if this does get approved, where this shuts down for some reason.
This use shuts down.
Disappears to the special
Or
use.
they want to
would
sell the
disappear.
property and
Right.
whatever.
Right, okay.
And what the village would want at that point is that as soon as that happens, that the special use would terminate, and anybody else coming in to do a drive-through in that property would then have to apply back to the village for a special use.
Correct.
So it's to translate, it's not a blanket approval,
No,
not that we hope that any business is.
It's not once a special use goes in that any other special use drive-through could just come in without village approval.
It's case by case, so if we were to go
Okay.
from,
Because another use, even if it would be a drive-through, might have different refuse situation, different parking situation, whatever it would be, the village would want to look at that first and decide if it's appropriate for that parcel.
Is it too late for me to talk again? Actually, it's probably not even a question, but it's what I brought up before, you know my name. The issue of the fact that it's a drive-through and there's gonna be constant cars with their motors running, I guess just to go on record, that means that there'll be fumes. And we live across the alley, so there's constant fumes emitting from the cars. That would probably be my biggest concern.
this isn't on Cumberland Avenue, correct?
Yeah, across the
Cars all
alley.
the time?
There's an alley, we live across the
But I
alley.
don't know if they're really gonna have cars all the time,
Lined up?
non-stop lined up.
Yeah, you don't know. but-
Maybe in the morning, maybe in the
Yeah.
afternoon.
hours.
Yeah, that would be my only concern, that there would be, the emission fumes and stuff like that. Just put me on record.
okay.
Okay.
Yeah, fortunately,
I mean, there's obviously nothing you can do,
fortunately, emissions in cars have gotten a lot better over the
True.
last few years.
That's true.
And we won't be sending any buses through there.
Yeah. Thank you.
That would be a real problem.
We cannot stop the planes to fly over us either.
Okay. So then, one condition would have to be that, of course, the previous amendment has to be approved by the board, and then we specify that this special use terminates, which is specifically attached to this business in this place, and it would terminate, not that we wish business any badness, but should that business leave for some reason, that special use would end.
everything.
Okay. May I have a findings? We have an aversion to findings. Okay.
Excuse me. Can I make comments?
Yes, sir.
Alan Keita, 4926 North Pontiac. Two questions I have. Ingress and egress from the north ground lanes. It seems like there's going to be a lot of U-turns or from going southbound or northbound around that island there.
That is.
There could be, sir, but I think that people that are heading north to the Kennedy aren't gonna take that chance and loop around to get coffee. Then they gotta go down to Cumberland, loop back around again,
Well, then I have to go to Cumberland.
and they could go right there to,
What is it, Agatite?
well, they could go
And
down
turn
to
around?
where the other Dunkin' Donuts is at in the parking lot, go into the park too.
There's gonna be a
Mr.
lot of
Wade,
U-turns.
would this be some of the things that IDOT takes into consideration when they look at the curb
I'm
cuts?
sure they're gonna look at that. I'd have to look at the U-turns. I think that was the same situation the village had a long time ago with the McDonald's in Chicago over there. There were some issues with the people doing the U-turns. Or, no, I think that over there was the people pulling into the residential driveways to do a U-turn.
And they have posted signs that you couldn't do them as close as they might like, so that there's a distance there. And you had another question?
Yes, the pylon sign. It looks like to me that's going to be 30 feet tall. Is that correct?
No,
Or what is the height of
the height of it, it's approximately 14 feet high.
it? Okay.
It's tiny.
Oh, and will that be lit when the establishment is closed?
Yes. Oh, when it's
Overnight?
closed?
Yes.
It's up to the franchisee and what the local ordinance is. Some people say if it's lit, it attracts people. Others say they don't want it lit.
Well, I'm just thinking of my neighbors that live on the back side of me on Cumberland, right across the street from where this is going to be at.
No, the pylon is going to be on the sign is going to be on the street side.
Yes. It's no different than any of the wall signs that are out there today.
Is the whole sign lit or is it just,
The letters are lit.
I'm sorry,
The letters.
the letters are lit? So it's not what a 14-foot tall illuminated,
No.
it's just the letters.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, sir.